Hi everyone, I'm Tanya. Thank you so much for joining me today for this video. Today we're going to do a bit of a life update, a bit of a budget with me, and looking back at our April goals and setting our goals for May. How is it May already? I have no idea. Like seriously, the end of next month will be halfway through the year. That is crazy. Okay, so life update on the work situation. So it is not good news. So we got word that our organization was not successful in keeping the tender for the program that we work on, which was always a 50-50 chance. But the bad news is the funding has been reduced significantly, and so the organisation that is getting the funding will not need any staff, which is not the usual thing. So usually the funding goes to a new organisation and the staff pretty much go with the funding, and yeah, there's usually jobs for everybody and nobody misses out, and it's sort of a win-win situation. But nope, apparently it's not. So it's kind of, I guess, a blessing in disguise. Like if our organization had been successful with the tender, like we still would have had significantly less funding, which means we would have had to either cut staff's hours back. So not great either way. So yes, I'm hearing that the organisation that's got it, they can't continue to run with the staff that they've got. So they're going to have to cut back staff hours. And yeah, it's just a really shitty situation all round. Like, yeah, it's pretty bad when winning and being successful with the tender is not even good news. Like, yeah, so it is what it is. On the bright side, I guess it means a redundancy payout, which I've been there almost 9 years, so it should be quite significant. But yes, obviously the bad news is I need to look for another job. It will mean the amazing team that I work with right now, we will not be continuing together as a team. We are going to have to all look for work elsewhere, which there is not a lot of options. We work in mental health, but it's not with NDIS, which is crazy. They're going to be cutting back funding with the NDIS for people with mental health issues. So programs like the one currently working on are really important to fill those gaps of people who don't meet the criteria for NDIS. So it just means that people, especially in regional areas, are going to have to crash and become very unwell and clog up the hospital systems and the mental health inpatient units and the community mental health services to show that there is a significant need, and for them to then say, well, we need to put more funding into mental health services. So it is really shit. It's going to be shit for workers, shit for people with mental health issues, because there's going to be less staff, less services available. So not good. So yeah, it's just been a couple of weeks because yeah, it was really shit, because as a manager I found out about a week and a half before the rest of the staff. So I found out, and then it was meant to be the next week that they were supposed to then announce it to the staff, and then they were like, nope, we're now not going to announce it for another 2 weeks, like not until May. And I was like, really, seriously, like, oh, it's awful. But then they did end up announcing it. So all the staff have known for about a week now. So yeah, it's been a really shit week. Like everybody's sort of reacted to it in a different way. Like, some people are a bit angry, some quite upset, some were just in the very positive, oh, we're all going to be fine, it'll work out. Yeah, so I guess for me, I guess I've just been quiet, it's just sort of always on my mind, like, what am I going to do? So we're meant to be having conversations with the organisation this week, like they have to discuss with us if there's options for roles within the organisation in a different program, which I highly doubt there is anything they can offer us. So it will likely be offering a redundancy payout. So the program officially ends at the end of June, but they have said that we can have jobs until the end of September because we will need time to transition the clients over to the new organisation, but knowing the new organisation does not have capacity because it's been two similar mental health programs merged into what was supposed to be one big program, but no. So now it'll be there'll be no room for staff, no room for clients to. So there will be no transition. We will have to literally like exit the 25 clients on our program over the next few months. So I guess my plan is sometime between July and September that some other similar job comes up with a different organisation so that then I can take the redundancy payout and go straight into another job. I have spoken to people in another organisation who run a program that supports people after they have attempted to end their life. And they said they may have some funding coming up for another position. So that would be my choice to get a position there. I know a lot of the staff and a lot of the managers. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for at this point, unless something else comes along. But yeah, I guess the other option is the organisation I work for was successful in the tender in a town that's an hour away from where we live. But I don't want to even consider that because driving an hour to and from work like every day is just not sustainable for a long time. I don't think. I think it's a stressful job as it is, and then adding all that travel to it would just make it too easy to burn out, and I don't want to give up a significant redundancy payout to take on a job that I know is going to burn me out and I'm going to end up leaving anyway. So yeah, I really hope they're not going to try and push me to go for that role because I'll just be saying I won't. It's not a viable option. So there's that. So yeah, it's just been trying to try and be positive but realistic with the team. Everybody's really reacting in a different way. We did have our regional manager was really lovely. We've got an admin lady and it was her birthday last week, so we all got to go and have lunch with her, and so it was pretty much just a whole day. Like it was an hour and a half away from where our office is. We got to spend the day with the other team in the region, and it was just really nice. Like they even let people who weren't driving were allowed to drink because no one was going back to like work to see clients anyway. And I think it was just really needed, like because everyone was in the same position. It was just really good to connect with the other office in the region and just have that day together. So that was really nice. Me and two of the other workers went and saw a psychic the other day. We just felt like we needed to see if there was some kind of answers or inspiration or hope. So it was just a little 10-minute reading. So she did jot down some stuff. I didn't tell her anything about work. I did draw the death card, which I guess tracks because it indicates something's ending. And it was all very much about focusing on the next 9 years, which is really funny because 9 years is how long I've been at my current role. Like, I did not tell her anything about work. She was telling me to make a plan, that I need to expect amazingness and that the next chapter is going to be a complete change and so much better, and I just need to trust. And I mean, it was positive. There was nothing specific, but in a 10-minute reading, I guess you can't really expect too much. But yeah, I mean, I guess it was good. It was inspirational, I guess. So there's that. So that's about it. That has been consuming life for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, because I think I found out just after the Easter long weekend. So it's been a couple of weeks that I've known, but haven't been able to say anything. And that was really hard, like just knowing not going to have a job soon. And like everything was like the amount of times I had to bite my tongue and in response to something can just be like, well, it's not going to matter soon anyway. Like the amount of times I always said that out loud when I wasn't allowed to say anything. It was like really frustrating. So yeah, so I guess change is good, and definitely a redundancy payout will be good. I should be getting at least $30,000, but then maybe more depending on my long service leave. We're in the process of going through the thing of we're allowed to, it's a portable long service leave, so we can either take it to a new organisation, or I'm not sure if we get the option if we have to take it to a new job or if we have the choice of getting the money paid out. I'm really not sure, so we shall see. But I mean, yeah, $30,000 will be amazing. Be able to pay for Nari's surgery, and then yes, so the goal will be for me to get another full-time job straight away, and I think in 12 months time after that we are going to buy a house with property. That is what's going to happen. So we'll put money towards Nari's surgery, and then the rest of the money will get put towards buying a house with a small bit of property, because I want my sheep. I want to do animal therapy, and that is the long-term goal. So alrighty, we will move on now, start talking about more positive stuff, because it's just been quite draining. All right, so we're going to go over the goals for April, which was to book my birthday adventure. We certainly did that, and the adventure was the Highland Cow Farm, which did change my life. Meeting those damn sheep completely changed what I had planned. I'd always planned alpacas as therapy animals, and that was always, yep, we're going to have alpacas. Now, I mean, guys, I am in a deep hole dive of, I am now watching just as many YouTube videos about sheep and owning sheep and being a shepherd as I am cash stuffing videos. I'm all in. It is going to happen. It will happen. Spend quality time with family for Easter. Did that. Went to mum and dad's house, my mum and dad's house, with all the family on Easter Sunday. Have a friend outing. Well, was it in April? No, because it was today, and today's the 2nd of May. I went on a friend outing today, caught up with a friend for lunch, and we went and watched the Devil Wears Prada 2 movie, which was really good. So that was really nice day out. So technically not in April. I don't think I did have any friend outings in April. It was really bad. But I was dealing with a lot. So anyways, dog friendly day out. Oh, we are really failing at that one. No, we did not do a dog friendly day out. Oh, actually, yes. I'm gonna Easter Sunday. I took my dog to mum and dad's, and they have a dog, a Pomeranian, and we've tried a couple of times to get the dogs together, and they just haven't got along. And it was still pretty much the same on Easter Sunday, but in the house they were like going at it, but then outside in the yard, which is where we spent most of the day, they were sort of running around. There was still bits, but there was definite progress. But yeah, I did get to take her out there for the day. Plus I did dog sit a friend's dog 2 weeks ago for the weekend. Nari wasn't a fan, so we would just sort of have her. I brought her home Friday night, so she spent the night. They were a bit at each other. And then through the day, both Saturday and Sunday, I would just drop the dog back to their house so it could just play in the yard for the day and Ari could have some space. And then I'd pick her up again in the afternoon and bring her home. We definitely made progress. They had times where they were playing, but a lot of the time it was Nari just doesn't get along with others. I think it was because she was so sick last year. We just didn't get a chance to socialise her properly. But anyway, we'll keep trying. And make plans for Mother's Day. We haven't done that yet. It's, 1 week till Mother's Day now. And we haven't. I've tried. I've suggested something, but I haven't got a response. So we'll see. We will see. All right, the financial goals have $1,560 saved for the family holiday, and we have 1,575 saved. So we have passed that one and saved more than we've needed. Saved $280 for the horse ride. We have $55 saved. So we are $225 short on that one. Have $50 saved for dining in the dark. I mean, I guess technically we do because we have $265 in the adventure envelope. So I guess dining in the dark is something that I wanted to do for a couple of years. So it's on the vision board. It's in Brisbane. It's a dining experience. You don't know what you're eating. It's in pitch black, and the waiters wear night vision goggles, and you eat completely in the dark, which would be very interesting. Have $2,500 saved for the 7.5K binder, and we have 2,220. So not far off. I think it is $280 less than what the goal was. Have $420 saved for Christmas. We have $415 saved towards Christmas. So $5 off. Have $800 saved for weekend away. I am just writing this one off. I think we have $35 saved. We're not going to be going away the long weekend in June. I think Roy's sons are actually hopefully coming for a visit that weekend. So we're just going to not worry about the weekend away for now. Have $30 saved for Christmas advent calendars. And we have exactly $30 in the envelope for Christmas advent calendars. So yay. Have $85 saved towards the funeral fund, and we have $45. So we're $40 off that one. and have $150 saved towards the one-on-one Sunday. We have only $25 saved towards that, so we're $125 behind on that. But I did some math, you guys. So of all the things that we were less on, it all added up to $725. And currently in the adventure envelope, we have $265, and currently sitting in the savings challenge binder, we have $515. So all up between those two, we have $780, and what we're lacking here is only $725. So even though technically in these envelopes we don't have the amounts we need, but we will, because most of them will be coming from adventure envelope and savings challenge binder. So that is winning. That is really good. All right, so our goals for May, these seem a little bit less than some of the other months, but anyway, our goals for May are to celebrate Mother's Day, have a friends outing, which I have it booked already, going out to dinner with a group of friends on the 12th of May, Tuesday night, and have a pup-friendly day out. I'll try to make that happen this month. And the financial goals is to have $1,950 saved towards family holiday, which, I mean, probably still won't even happen, but I want to just keep saving the money towards it. I'm even thinking maybe if it is possible while I'm still working, if I can swing Nari's surgery, just with, you know, like the $5,000 we saved last year and all the money we've got saved towards the 7.5K binder, the family holiday, like all the things. Maybe pay for Nari and get Nari's surgery done before I finish up, if it's possible, while I still have holidays and time off before I start a new job. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, at this point in time, we hope to have $1,950 saved towards the family holiday, have $350 saved towards the horse ride, $200 saved towards dining in the dark. I think I had flagged I would like to do it in August, just because we don't have anything on in August, but we will see. Have $3,125 in the 7.5K binder. Have $630 saved towards Christmas. Have $60 towards Christmas advent calendars. $170 for a funeral, and $250 towards the one-on-one Sunday. So we shall see how we go with that. And now we're going to do a budget with me. I haven't done one of these in so long. Well, not on camera anyway. I do write kind of sideways, so I'm sorry if that's annoying, but I just can't can't do it otherwise. So we are budgeting from the 7th of the 5th, 26 till the 20th of the 5th, 26, and I'm expecting to get 3,168 for the fortnight. So in our joint household expenses, I need to put $1,050. Phone is getting $30. Internet for the month is $99. $75 towards the lawn mowing. Food for the fortnight, I'm going to allocate $550. Fuel is going to get $150. dining out's going to get $150 for the fortnight. And I'm going to give myself $50 spending money. The 7.5K binder is going to get $200. Savings challenges is going to get $150. Minis are going to get $100. And Christmas binder is going to get $50. The pet envelope is going to get $200 because Nari is due for more blood tests and also a booster from the injection she had a few weeks ago. Sinking funds are going to get $200. I'm going to give $70 towards Mother's Day, and it's going to leave me with a buffer of $44. So that is how I plan to spend my paycheck for this fortnight. Yeah, every fortnight is a little bit different. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. So it's a little bit chatty, a little bit depressing, a little bit positive, a little bit goal oriented, a little bit all over the place. But that is just life right now, I guess. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining me and putting up with my ramblings and my depressive mood. No, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to this channel. It is much appreciated. Roy is currently away this weekend, so he's in Sydney with the Aboriginal men's group that he is a part of. They've been to Meatstock and they were going to the footy tonight, I think, to watch, I think it was Broncos game, I'm not sure. Yeah, so he's living it up at the moment, which is nice. And it's been really nice for me and the two fur babies. We've had a nice girls weekend. It's been really nice, very chill. Because yeah, we've literally had the house to ourselves because my son is away camping. So yeah, it's been really nice. Catching up on everybody's cash stuffing videos, back to watching some A Country Practice episodes. Molly's just been diagnosed with leukemia, so it's getting sad, but it's good. Yeah, so thank you for joining me. Hope you are all having a fantastic day, week, whatever. And I will see you next time. Bye.